In this lecture, we are going to apply Holt's linear trend model in code. This lecture is going to walk you through a prepared Colab notebook, although a very good exercise, which I always recommend, is once you know how this is done, to try and recreate it yourself with as few references as possible. As always, you can check the lectures, how to code by yourself, and how to practice for a more in-depth discussion. If there's anything in this lecture you didn't understand, or you think I missed a step, or didn't explain why we were doing something, please use the Q&A to inquire. As usual, you can look at the title of the notebook to determine what notebook we are currently looking at. So first, we are going to import the Holt class from stats models. Next, we're going to instantiate a Holt object, passing in our data frame. Next, we're going to call the fit function to fit our model. As you know, this returns a results object. Next, we're going to assign the fitted values to the Holt column in our data frame. Next, we're going to plot the Holt column along with the original time series. As you can see, this is similar to the previous model, where all it does is seem to track the previous value. In the next block, I'm going to again remind you what not to do, which is to shift the fitted values backwards so that they look like they match up perfectly. It may seem tempting, but remember, you have to be consistent, so if later we see a model that actually does fit nicely, you still have to shift it backwards and it's going to look very strange. The next step is to use our train test split again so we can do a real forecast. So let's create a new Holt object and pass in the train set. Then we call the fit function with no arguments. Next, we assign the fitted values to our data frame for the rows corresponding to the train set. Next, we call forecast for end test time steps, and we assign the result to our data frame for the rows corresponding to the test set. Now when we plot the Holt column along with the original time series, we can see both the in-sample predictions along with the out-of-sample forecast. As expected, we get a straight line trending upwards, which is exactly what the Holt linear trend model should do in this scenario.